Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds podcast. I'm your co-host, Boom Margato, the cat that hands your interim title back. And to my left over here is the main man, Jesus De Niro, the man that makes the fat stacks. Taking away from the dynamic duo that won't die. Deadly Anthony's brothers and spicier content than your girls' only fans.
What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, we have a WBC interim light heavyweight champion. David Benavidez beat Gvozdyk to a unanimous decision win. Listen, before, my man did a little bit of perusing on the boards to see how people were feeling in the fight. But before he did that, I gave my man the criticism of what I saw tonight. Listen, we predicted that Benavidez was going to win. Now, my man here, I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. He's the one that predicted a unanimous decision win. I thought that Benavidez was going to do just enough to break down Gvozdyk somewhere in the, I believe I said the 10th round. So I'm going to give my man his due credit here. With that being said, listen, he beat him. I don't think you can make any argument that Gvozdyk won not even a single round. No argument. Here's the thing. He didn't look good doing it. Benavidez beat a 37-year-old man who was slow. It looked like the entire time he was wading through water that was way steep. Gvozdyk didn't fire back a whole lot. He had maybe one or two good-looking counter punches. It looked like he was hesitant to throw anything at all, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So, while Benavidez absolutely won, he didn't look great doing it. And here's my concern, is that we predicted he would win. We were aiming for that. We wanted Benavidez to win. But this Benavidez does not beat either Bivol or Beterbiev. Not even close. Listen, let's give best case scenario here. Beterbiev is a 40-year-old man. Old, same as Gvozdyk. He's an older gentleman. So best case scenario, he fights the older gentleman, right? The Beterbiev. Here's the problem. Gvozdyk took the hardest punches because Benavidez threw some hard punches at him. Didn't wobble Gvozdyk one time. Artur Beterbiev has real power. Real power. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this right now, gentlemen, but I believe he's knocked out all but one of his fights. So that's a scary thing for Benavidez, especially because Benavidez gassed out early. I told my man he gassed out right around the 6th round. After that, he was throwing like these big old haymakers, trying to get that last-minute knockout, and it wasn't happening for him. That being said, let's say he fights Bivol. Bivol's a young buck. Bivol is laser focused. He has a sniper of a shot whenever he throws it. Again, doesn't look good for Benavidez. Again, I'm not making any sort of argument that Benavidez didn't win. He absolutely won, and he won every single round. The only round where I think Benavidez looked good was in the 4th round. He laid some heavy combinations, some heavy punches, and it definitely shook Gvozdyk. But other than that, it was a fight. It was okay. He didn't look great. Maybe it's because, he's carrying around a little bit more weight now that he's at 175. Maybe it's because it's his first fight at, 175, so we got to give him a little bit of leeway there. But this Benavidez against the Bivol or against the Beterbiev needs to stay away from them. And here's the thing, and the idea is that now that he has this fight, he's going to get the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. I don't think it's going to be good. If Benavidez does fight either one of those guys, whoever it is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna root for him. I'm gonna hope that he wins. But this Benavidez does not do that. He does not win that fight against either one of them. I'll be rooting for him too, but it's not gonna be the case. What do you think about what you saw tonight, my man?
Look, man, there definitely was, especially going into like the first 4 rounds. Benavidez did look good. He was laying in combinations. He's definitely laying the pressure on Gvozdyk, but it seems like even after the 6th round, it looked like Gvozdyk was getting his second win. And look, if you were looking to do a show up performance, which again, it's his first foray into the lightweight light heavyweight. You got me confused. But the light heavyweight division, if this was his first steps into that, it did look like he stumbled a little bit. It looked more like a by the numbers David Benavidez fight. But again, if it was in his division and it was against somebody that it wasn't impressive or was trying to get their foot into the door and David Benavidez rugs, that would have been fine. But again, this is his foray into a new division, and he's looking to make his mark. And if this is the mark that he was in, it doesn't exactly look good. And look, again, you can chalk that up to his just entering the division. He's just getting into his spin over here in the new division. But look, you were talking about getting in there with absolute killers in the division. And look, if this is your, hey, I'm here, it was a very meek, hey, I'm here. It's not so much you kicking in the door as you politely knocking and addressing them very politely as Mr. and Sir. And look, this isn't to throw disrespect on David Benavidez at all. But if you're going to be 100% real on this, after all the talk about making the Canelo fight happen and it just not crumbling through, and he was basically saying, hey, forget the Canelo fight, I'm moving up in the division. Again, you want to make as loud a statement as you can with that. And if this is the statement after that, it's not making you look good in either division. If you were looking to show up Canelo, which again, I would have wanted you to show up Canelo in that respect. If you felt that you were disrespected by doing every single thing under the rainbow and not getting that and saying, all right, whatever, I'm just going to move up in division and show him up, and this is the performance you came up with, it's not looking good for in either respect. If again, you would might have had a better chance against a Beterbiev. But a Bivol, you should hope your performance is at the very least showing up Canelo, but I doubt it's going to end in a different result other than Bivol getting the W once again. It seems like Bivol seems to be the bully keeping lower weight classes from entering the light heavyweight division, and it looks like if this is the performance that David Benavidez is putting forth, it looks like Bivol is going to continue being the gatekeeper. Again, through this entire fight, I didn't see an example of the Mexican Monster. I saw an example of David Benavidez. But what do you think about that? Am I wrong in that analysis? Am I a little bit too harsh on that? I feel like I'm being too harsh on this analysis on David Benavidez. It seems like I'm trying to glaze up Canelo a little bit, but it's really not. It's really just more of a critique on what the performance was that David Benavidez put up tonight.
Now listen, man, I think it's completely fair. I think it's one of those things that I think I wanted David Benavidez to try. I wanted him to come in, wanted him to kick in the door. I want him to look great because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of David Benavidez. But the problem is that it was a gentleman that we knew he was going to be. Again, he's 37-year-old. He's been knocked down 4 previous times. He's slowed down. He's not a fast guy. We all expected David Benavidez to win, and he did. Again, he won every single round. No shame there. He just didn't look good doing it. And again, that's the problem that I have with him going theoretically fighting whoever is going to be the undisputed champion at 175 next. At both of those guys, again, either one of them, they're killers. Bivol's a killer. Beterbiev's a killer. Again, Bivol made Canelo look like nothing. Bivol dominated. He didn't even give Canelo a shot. And Beterbiev has knocked, again, don't quote me on this, if not all but one of the people that he's faced. So these are guys that you don't want to fuck around with. And again, this David Benavidez does not look like he beats either one of those guys. And listen, again, whoever he fights, whether it's Bivol or Beterbiev, I'm going to be rooting for David Benavidez. But it's going to be a tough night for him, no matter who it is. Listen, again, shout out to David Benavidez. He won. Good for him. I'm glad that he got the W, which we all expected he was going to get. Hopefully he improves his game. Maybe, again, just because it's his first fight at 175, so maybe it's just, he's getting the lay of the land, so to speak. I don't want to be too harsh on him. I don't think you're being too harsh at all. But hopefully he improves vastly, because if he can't knock out this person that he should have theoretically, at the very least, maybe not knocked down, but broken down, if he can't do that with this guy, he's definitely not going to do it to Bivol or Beterbiev. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I would love to see David Benavidez become undisputed at 175, because then I think the likelihood of a Canelo and Benavidez fight would be even greater, because then it'd be an undisputed versus an undisputed. It's already a big fight, but now I add the fact that they're both undisputed. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? Listen, it's going to be interesting moving forward. We'll see how Beterbiev and Bivol look against each other when their fight finally gets done. But listen, man, David Benavidez, man, you got a lot of road to make up, bro. And here's the thing, and I'm rooting for you, big dog. I'm rooting for you. I hope it happens. Anything else you want to add to that, my man?
No, I think that's it out of me.
And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you in the next one.